All right, today we are continuing working on our caster assembly. In this video, we are going to be working on this shaft that the wheel will actually be pivoting on. So I got a little picture of the shaft off to the right here with the measurements that you can reference while we're working our way through this. First things first, in our SOLIDWORKS, kind of open up a new part. I'm going to go down, make sure that we are in millimeters, grams, and seconds because we're working in metric today. I'm going to make myself a new sketch. So we're going to throw this on the right plane. What I'm going to show you today is a series of circular extrusions, a little bit different than we did last time. It'll get us to the same place in the end. So I start off with a circle. It's right there on the center point. And I grab my measuring tool. And this is going to be my very base of this. So it has a diameter of 16. There we go. That gets us started. And it is 2 millimeters thick. So I go to my feature and I say that I want to extrude this to. Excellent. Now I just say I'm going to do another extrusion. I'm going to stack it on top. This will be a circle. Start in the center, grab my measure tool. This one is going to have a diameter of 7.5. Now I come over to my features menu and I extrude it. It's going to have an extruded length of, well, the whole thing is 40, and I'm not going to be getting this 3 or this 2, so it's 40 minus 3 minus 2, which is 35. So I'm going to extrude it 35 millimeters. And we'll take a look. There we go. That's looking about right. Going to do another extrusion just right on top, just stacking these one on top of the other. Bit of a different way to build a shape, but it gets us to the same place in the end. Grab my measuring tool. This is going to be my little groove. It has a diameter of 6.4. And then I go over into my features and I'm going to extrude it, and it's only 0.73. Excellent. Gonna do another extrusion, just keep on stacking. Another circle, again starting in the center. Grab my measuring tool. This one also is going to have a diameter of the 7.5. And we'll go back into our features. We will extrude it. And it is this 3 subtract away this 0.73. So you can either do the math yourself or you can just say 3 minus 0.73. Let the computer do the math for you. And there we go. That's starting to shape up and look like something. Looks like the only thing we need here is our chamfer, which is 45 degree, and it's 1.5 millimeters. So I'll come up into my fillet menu, select chamfer, pick my edge. It's already at 45 degrees. I just need to tell it to be 1.5 millimeter. Okay, there we go. So all I have left is this little rib here, which is a 2 millimeter rib at a 45 degree angle. To do that, I'm going to come up to my rib tool, select it. It wants to know what plane this rib is going on. So I'm going to look at my different planes. There we go. Front plane seems to slice it quite nicely. So I need to draw a 2 millimeter rib right here. Going to do that. with my line tool. And just getting like an approximate here. There we go. Grab my measure tool. From this point to this point, I'm going to want this to be 2 millimeters. Excellent. And from this line to there, I'm going to want that to be 2 millimeters as well. Now, since it's a 90 degree and these two sides are equal, this line has to be at 45 degrees, just sort of built into it. So now I can exit this sketch and it will take me into my rib menu. And I want the thickness, I want the rib to spread out each side, and I want the material to fill down towards the base. All this looks accurate. For the thickness, I don't want 10 millimeters, I only want 2. All right. And there we go. We've just built our little shaft. Hope that was useful. Hope you're having a good day.